Hello, everyone. Today's game is Achilles, Legends Untold, an isometric action RPG game, greatly inspired by the Souls-like genre and old-school hack-and-slash games. The game is not a new, it is 2022 game with early access, and in past it had a lot issues like frame drops and a lot in-game problems. I was surprised to find that this game ended up being a broken project, with few players even attempting to try it out. But today we have good news, and today we will talk about downsides and improvements in a game.
There's a place for everyone, they said. Souls stripped of their rest wander through the mortal world. Lost and abandoned, they bring blood, death, and fire. The hopeless cycle of war carries on. A cycle of foolishness, of life and death, of death and death. Dancing at the edge of the end. Beggar, king, god, or hero. It will reach everyone in time. Now tell me, where will it find you?
When I first time tried a game out, I noticed a huge frame drops on first cut scene. I came to make a video, and I felt like it was not a good time to start it out. So I came back after I received a better graphic card. I felt like it is perfect timing to try it out. At the same time, they released an incredibly significant update, and it came after nearly 1 year's time. Arriving late is far better than not arriving at all. However, the update is really worth £15. Improvements were massive, added destructible objects, added a crafting system, new throwable items, new dungeons, additional skill tree elements, and much more. Most excited news was new monsters like giant spiders, deadly plants, and mighty statues. But the best was a new DLSS and FSR support feature, what gave a huge frame rate boost. The game is now a fully playable project. However, I did notice some lags within the game, but it did not present an extreme problem. Graphic-wise game is beautiful with a lot of different regions and monsters. The game also offers an online co-op option. This is where you can team up with a friend to fight enemies and collect loot in a big procedurally generated dungeon. It's a nice touch that all the skills and goodies you collect in this mode do carry over to your single-player game too. Maps were so expansive that it took a considerable amount of time to investigate, explore, and traverse all the regions it contained, especially dungeons. You'll be thrown into a huge labyrinth with no way of seeing an in-game map to help you find your way. Speaking of, while the game currently has only one chapter available, since it's early access, there is a new game plus in case you want to keep playing and upgrading your character. Sad news was that after update, we lost all in-game save, and we were starting all progress over again. I lost only a few hours of gameplay, and that was not a big issue, but for those who made a huge in-game progress, everything was lost. I have a feeling if they will do it again, it will be the end of game. I don't feel that anybody likes play a game over and over from the beginning, but actually I understand why it happened. Even so, really? This time was added a lot of new changes, like some locations were closed to prevent people explore hard locations immediately. After a few hours of gameplay, you will unlock a new ability to see another world by entering in darkness. Thanks to this newfound ability, you can easily get rid of any obstacles that may be blocking your path, as well as spot enemies more easily. Some monsters were invisible, and to see them, you will need to activate your new ability. The in-game story was not really long, about 8 hours of gameplay. What was a bit disappointing, but the game was a really good project. And if it is only 8 hours, you have to remember, it is only Chapter 1, and there will be more content coming. In addition to the new Game Plus mode, I found that enemies were at the same level as they were on the normal mode, or it just didn't feel like they had increased in strength. Maybe orcs had a bit more health, but I was running true all in-game plus content like a real god. In a game, we don't have a huge variety of weapons, but each of them has their unique style. Most biggest issue was two-handed swords. This sword ruined all in-game challenges. There were no enemies which I was not able to kill with 2 strikes. The whole point of combat and Soulsborne games is that you learn how the different enemy types fight, and so you know how to approach each of them. Boss fights were a great addition and it was a nice challenge, but with my double sword it made it easy to succeed. Another problem arises with in-game difficulty. When I was playing a game that only had 2 difficulty levels, I felt like I was playing on the normal mode, even though I had chosen the highest difficulty setting. What I'm expecting from the next chapters? Maybe more mini-bosses, maybe some really massive Greek mythology monsters? More weapons, more in-game classes and skills. I want more. Additionally, I would suggest improving the skill tree so that it would be more beneficial. On a skill tree, I was leveling only stamina, because special skills with a shield for me were a never-used ability. Actually, would be nice to see an online mode where you can face against players, maybe even online matchmaking system for story mode. But for now, it is what it is, and this project still shines in my eyes. It is worth every penny and time what you will spend there. If players will not lose an in-game save, and there will be more content coming, then I will definitely carry on playing. I will wait with hope to see new upcoming content, Chapter 2, and much more. I highly recommend try this game out if you are an RPG and Souls-like games fan. For now, the game is in ruins, and not a lot of players know about this project, but I'm sure if they will make the right decisions, then the game will rise once again. Focus on online mode, guys. In these days, it is very important. And please, female character with new abilities and skill tree. Game is not really expensive, around $18, and it will leave you a lot of positive memories. As an addition, we have a new roadmap given for 2023. Full release on PC, and the most excited is that the game is planned for release on consoles as well. New items, revised story, improved character development, new Gaia actions, new maps, new enemies, reshaped co-op mode, and new achievements. I am really excited about plans what they are making, but also scared, as there is another wipe coming to the game, but this time they are promising to implement a system to convert your character level to a corresponding amount of fate. How it will work, I am not sure, but it sounds way better than a full wipe of in-game saves. Also, they promising to bring an improved combat system, game control updates for faster response and precision, game performance improvements, stability, and game balance updates. I am really excited to see a co-op mode rework system, as they are saying that they do a lot of testing with co-op mode. Everything sounds great, and for sure it is a great time to invest a bit of money to obtain this game on full release to start this incredible experience together with others. Is it a good time to start a game right now before full release? Probably not, as you will just ruin all enjoyment by knowing all aspects of the game before a fresh start. Be ready for a new full release on PC and consoles, as the game is worth to be in your library. Also, if you enjoyed this review, please leave a like and a comment.